What is up, everyone, and welcome to the Random Encounter Podcast, episode 148. I'm your host, James, and I'm joined by the fanboy himself, Phaneckswhy.
What's up? What's up?
And of course, we got the dress for your master, the dominant Bryant.
Too busy to play anything right now.
I hear you. I hear you. It's been a busy couple weeks for me too, as well. But I did get time to play stuff because we are going to be discussing what we've been playing lately, and I do want to talk about some stuff there as well as today because there wasn't that much news out there. There's a little bit of news out there that we'll probably touch a little bit on, but for the most part, we're just going to really discuss on our most anticipated games of the year because I feel like everything that I know that's gonna come out has already been announced. We do have Tokyo Game Show coming up next week, so there might be some little bit of surprises, but I'm not betting on much. We're also gonna discuss games that we're looking forward to coming in 2026 as well. But as always, before we begin, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Follow over on Twitch as well. If you are an audio listener only, yeah, go ahead and hit that follow button as well. So let's go ahead and start talking about what we've been playing. And I'm going to start because after last week's Nintendo Direct, I was super excited by Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. I started up Fire Emblem Three Houses again, and I really realized I don't like Three Houses that much. And I was
I
hoping
thought
for
maybe you were gonna come back and say you liked it. I thought like maybe you had a change of heart.
no, I thought it was gonna change my heart. Now I was waiting. I was hoping Geek would be here around this time already because I know he's a huge fan of Three Houses. He prefers Three Houses over Engage. I want to hear his take on that. But I don't know. It's just so the game A does not look as good as Engage. Engage looks way better, and it's because of the art style they chose. So it looks very solid, and whatever upscaling techniques they're using are pretty solid because even on the Switch 2 with the higher resolution, it still looks really, really good. Three Houses, on the other hand, is very pixelated. But the other thing is just the maps are boring, in my opinion. Replaying through them, I'm like the maps are just I don't know, they're not fun. And outside of like there's a few maps, maybe like three total that I really, really enjoyed because they put like obstacles in your way where, okay, it's going to be hard to move around. So you got to really strategize like how you're going to move around, what units you're going to move to certain areas, and so forth. There's only a few that were like that. Engage, I felt, just has way better maps, but I'm trying to beat, what's his name? I can't, Dimitri's story, which is the Blue Lions. I'm trying to beat his story just to kind of go ahead and like finish all of Three Houses. I have like I think it's like 130 hours or something like that in the game. So trying to continue that because Fortune's Weave, in my opinion, we talked about it last podcast, is a prequel. I'm pretty sure it's a prequel. I've been having this discussion with a lot of people, and I'm sure it's a prequel, but I can't wait for another trailer so we can dissect that. But yeah, I do want to go ahead and finish it. I'm excited because the world in Three Houses is pretty cool. And I'll give that like the story itself in Three Houses, I will say is probably more, no pun intended, but it's more engaging than the Fire Emblem
I see
Engage.
what you did there.
Yeah. I just really, I do really like it. The world building phase, it's a very, like, it's a depressing story. And once you actually find out like some of the back lore of certain these things, you're like, wow, it's kind of messed up how this world was built. It's kind of no different from the way like our modern society was built on wars and like off of like how can I put it, for lack of better words, like kind of destroying like old society and creating something new. And that's kind of like what Engage, not Engage, Three Houses was like. So I'm excited to see where it goes. But yeah, I've really been playing that. I mentioned earlier before the podcast too. I bought the Savage Raven D-pad for the Switch too, and it works like really, really good. I don't know what it is because technically all it's really doing is having you be able to press the D-pad buttons or the buttons that are on the left Joy-Con, but it just feels so good that it makes things a lot easier. I tested it out with Street Fighter, Super Mario Brothers 3, and there's another game I can't remember, but I tested it out with a lot of D-pad centric games, and it works solid.
It might just trick your brain enough. Like it might just like do it just enough where you're like, oh yeah, this is just like the real thing. Like it might just like hit that
Exactly.
nerve
I
just
think
enough.
what it
Yeah.
is, that's what it is, and it just makes it easier to move too. So like if you're trying to do like a Hadouken, it's hard to do with the buttons that are actually separated, versus here you
Right.
can actually slide over, and
Hmm.
I think that's what it actually is. So it makes it a
Does
lot
it
easier
work
to
pretty
like,
well when you do that?
yeah, it works really really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
Hmm.
not as good as say like a D-pad
A
like
D-pad.
this, but it
Hmm.
works. I would say for a percentage 90% of the time. There were like
Okay,
very
that's pretty
few
good.
misses. So I'm very satisfied. It allowed me to play Super Mario Brothers 3. And I think
Okay,
that's all I needed. If I can play Super Mario Brothers 3 with a D-pad, to me that was a win.
that's the litmus test.
Exactly. That means I can play side scrollers, no problem.
Hmm.
Because I do want to get, ever since Fan brought up that there was an update for Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. I do want to get Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. And I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna get it, I do want to get it on the Switch too, instead of like my Steam Deck. So yeah, I'm excited to continue playing with that. Highly recommend it. It's like $10 on Amazon, or you can buy it directly from Savage Raven's website themselves. I also did buy their grip, and their grip so far is pretty solid. I've been using it for about like a week or so, maybe less than a week. And so far, yeah, I can do long play sessions. Don't have an issue with it. I'm using the basic grip that it came with. What I like about it is on the back, there's like a little ridge here. So like your middle finger rests here, and then of course you can your pointer finger right here will rest on the like ZL and ZR. And yeah, it works solid. It's lightweight. There's two other different, I don't know, what would you call these? Handles, I guess. There's two other handles that you can switch on and
Grips.
off, or grips. There we go. Yeah, you can switch on and off. I'm just using the basic one. It works fine. The other two, one of them is too small. Wasn't a fan of. The other one is about this size, maybe a little bit bigger, but it doesn't have this piece right here. So like your finger can't rest. So that's why I didn't go with that one. But so far I'm liking this one for sure. But yeah, that's really all I've been playing, and I'm just really waiting
So,
for some other stuff.
I know you mentioned that you like the world of Fire Emblem,
Three
Three
houses.
Houses, but like
hmm
if you had like two like major pluses on it, like what would you say they would be? Like so the world, and then do you have another one,
Not really. It's
or
really
is it
just the
really like
world.
that? Like, in other words, like is it really that bad, or is it just not like your cup of tea for Fire Emblem?
I think the biggest thing for me and what makes Fire Emblem is really the maps, right? It's
Okay.
how good the maps are designed. Because if not, if you have boring maps, then it becomes like, okay, let's just move. You move here, I move here. It becomes like really like checkers instead of chess, right? It's just
Mhm.
like move here, and there's really no strategy behind it. Where if you have some really interesting maps and different objectives, to me, that was what makes me love Fire Emblem, where you're in the middle of a map and you think you're about to finish, and then it's like, oh no, there's an ambush, and then you have units that come from behind. So now you have to defend from behind as well as what's in front of you. And Engage has a map like that where you're running away and they strip you of like all your I forget what they're called, your emblems. They strip you of all your emblems, and they have the emblems. So now you're trying to run away from these guys that are OP, and you're like, oh shoot, like how am I gonna be able to do this while also defending yourself because they're also on the edge? And I really like stuff like that. Where Three Houses, like I said, the maps are really just kind of boring. The only maps that make you really think is the maps that have like these giant monsters. So the monsters are really tough and really hard to defeat. But I think also what makes them kind of boring is you have the battalion system. So it's like, oh, well, I can use my battalion and that kind of stuns the enemy for one turn. And that gives me like a free turn basically. So I think that's it. But the story is really good. I think I could just name more negatives than positives for Three Houses, unfortunately. Because I'm not a fan
What's so
also of like the school system either.
Oh, really? That's what's so interesting is that I was listening to a podcast the other day where like the dude is like so down, like he's a big Fire Emblem fan, like he put
hmm
hundreds of hours into them, and he is so down on Engage. Like he thinks Engage is a awful, horrible game in every capacity,
Yeah.
and he loves Three Houses. And then you are saying you love Engage, or I don't know how much you love Engage. You at least like Engage, and you
Yeah.
don't like Three Houses much. So it's just interesting how you have like two fans of the same franchise
Yeah.
that like from a layman's perspective like me who look at it, it's like, well, I know about the Three Houses bit with like the school and like that kind of stuff's in Three Houses, but like from a gameplay perspective with like the battles and stuff, it looks very similar. So it's just interesting to me that like there could be that visceral of reactions between fans between the games.
From what I've noticed, and not to call the whatever the podcast you were listening to, not to call them like fake fans or anything like that, but I've noticed fans from OG Fire Emblem, and I say OG Fire Emblem, but I mean like Fire Emblem from like the GBA time frame when it first came out. They prefer Engage over Three Houses. Fans who got introduced with Fire Emblem Awakening, which was on 3DS, prefer Three Houses over Engage.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird because like Awakening to me, as much as I liked it, it has the same issue that Three Houses does. It has very
Oh,
boring maps. Again,
and like,
more hardcore fans preferred Fire Emblem Fates Conquest because the maps were a lot harder. But Fates itself was not the best game, but they prefer that, or they prefer Shadows of Valentia, like me. Like a lot of people who love, again, OG like GBA Fire Emblem or GameCube Fire Emblem love Shadows of Valentia because again, it's a remake of 2. So we know what we were getting with the map variety, the objective variety, and so forth.
interesting. Yeah, I always thought Awakenings was considered like the pinnacle for most people. So that's interesting that you're not. I mean, you probably think it's okay, but it's not like great. It's interesting.
Yeah, I think it was what made newcomers come in, right? It's kind of like
Mm.
Persona 5, right? Persona 5 introduced a lot
Mass
of
appeal.
newcomers, and they're like, oh yeah, it's the best Persona game. But then you ask them, what Persona game have you played before that? Oh, well, I've only played Persona 5. So how can
Fair.
you say that's the best Persona game if that's the only one you play? Where like me personally, like I enjoyed 5, but I like 4 better in my opinion. And
I like them
after
both in
playing
different ways.
Reload, I still prefer 4. I didn't finish Reload, but like from what I've been up to, I still prefer 4. I don't know why. I just think it's cool that they wear glasses, right? Because of me, right? But
I got LASIK, man. I can't be in Persona 4.
yeah, no, you can't. Unfortunately, you can
Mhm.
choose 5 or 3. You can be in one of those
Yep.
too. Yeah.
True that.
The other thing too is I like Izanagi. I think he's a cool looking persona compared to Arsene and what's his name? Shoot, Orpheus, right? No,
I don't. I mean, that sounds vaguely familiar. Well, red and black
Yeah.
is my motif, so I like how Arsene looks. But anyway,
we gotcha. Yeah. But yeah, Fan or Brian, what have you guys been playing?
do you want to go first, Fan?
I mean, the only thing I've been playing was the Ninja Gaiden Reachbound.
Nice. How are you enjoying it?
It's interesting. I mean, you definitely play 2 different types of ninjas.
Yep.
So, playstyle changes.
Yeah,
which was interesting.
What's so interesting about it is that like you play as the girl ninja, like I mean, there's a level where you play as her completely, but then she gets relegated eventually to being like kind of like a support for the main character, and it's like I don't know. I haven't been able really to super get into it because I find it makes the gameplay too complex. I like how simple Ninja Gaiden is, where it's just you and the sword and that's it. And then you introduce her character, and there's like a lot going on for me. And so that's kind of why I'm gravitating more towards Shinobi. But no doubt that Ninja Gaiden game is like class quality, but maybe it's just not my thing. I don't know. I'll go back to it at some point.
And
I mean, it's fun just to kind of,
when you're using it, because I know you got it on the Switch, are you using like the thumbstick or are you using the fake D-pad?
I'm using the thumbstick.
I figured.
I'll have to try that D-pad thing you bought and see if that works well.
Yeah, try it. I mean, it's Amazon, like I said, $10. You can't, if you don't like it,
you can return it if you don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's 2 styles that it comes with. So there's that one, and then it also comes with let me show you like an Xbox One style.
That faceted one.
Yeah. So let me see. It comes with buttons too, but I didn't use the buttons. I don't know. They're all right, I guess. But yeah, it comes with this one too. So it's kind of hard to see with my camera because of the lighting, but yeah, it's like that. So it's cool. I didn't choose this one because I'm like, I just want a regular D-pad feel. Very easy. Like you have to put on these adhesives. So like it comes with like adhesives. You put that on 2 of the buttons to make it stick, and then that's it. Like it works.
And then what if you want to take it off though? Won't the adhesive kind of wear out over time?
I mean, it might. I haven't had an issue with it, but like, I haven't tried to take it off or anything. I mean, the only time I took it off was testing it with the pivot, but then finally I just left it in, and it's been fine. Like it comes with a bunch of adhesives, so like if it does wear off, you can take it off and put.
Oh, it does come with adhesive. Okay, that's
cool.
There's
a bunch of them. Yeah. So I've only used 2, but yeah, we'll see. And for $10, it's what it is. All right, Brian, what have you been playing?
Very little because I've just been so crazy busy this week and weekend myself. But I did surprisingly pick up Fire Emblem Engage.
Nice.
I mean,
That's what I'm
I've
talking
owned it
about.
already, but I started playing it just because all the Fire Emblem talk and just kind
Yeah.
of being oversaturated with your talk about it and the Nintendo Direct. I'm like, okay, I got to be missing something. So I started playing Engage. I only did like the first couple levels because again, I've been really busy, but it's really distracting because in Engage, one of the two helpers that are
Yeah.
like I don't remember what their names are, but the male helper dude is the dude that voices Deku in My Hero
Oh,
Academia, and
really?
it's like very obvious he's the main character. Like he doesn't dress up his voice at all. It's this is Deku, like
Yeah.
but it's fine. It's just funny to me. But yeah, like in that podcast I was listening to, the guy was just like crapping all over the art style of Engage, saying that like the character, like the main character is ugly with the contrasting colors, like the red and the blue thing going on.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's kind of cool. Like, I don't think it's gaudy or ugly or anything. Like, I think it looks nice. I don't know. Maybe I just
See,
don't
I
know what
feel
I'm talking
like
about when it comes to aesthetic.
to hear that, that makes me think that he never he played maybe like 10 minutes of Engage. Because there's a reason why his hair color and his eyes and everything
He
are
or
that
she.
way. Or
Yeah,
he or she, correct.
mhm.
I say he because my character's
That's who you play
he.
as. Yeah, I
Um,
picked a girl.
okay. But like there's a reason why they're like that, and it's a story reason, which is
Oh,
cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like I didn't know it, and then I got to the point, it's like, so there is a reason why they designed this character this way. It's pretty cool. You'll get to it eventually. It's like probably halfway through the game where
Oh,
you
that late. Okay.
realize, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, and how you enjoying it? You're liking it so far, or
Yeah, what I've played, I've liked. Like I said, I'll get back to it. Tomorrow's gonna be hopefully like my gaming day. Like I have to cut the grass or whatever, but
Mhm.
it's supposed to rain here. So if it doesn't rain, like I am doing nothing. Like today, I was so busy with stuff involving electronics that I
Yeah,
just didn't have time to do gaming things. Getting relatives set up with electronics today, it's just been crazy. And then Friday was the same thing, or Thursday was the same thing. So yeah, I'll be doing that, and then I have been playing more Donkey Kong Bonanza. Like those are the two games I'm kind of
I did
ping
see
ponging
that.
between. Yeah, and man, I don't know, man. Like I don't know about Donkey. Like it's just so funny to me how the game is just so critically acclaimed. IGN with the tens, and I know we've talked about this ad nauseum at this point, but it's just I play it and I'm just like, what am I missing here? I don't get it, and I'm gonna keep playing it. I'm gonna finish it just so I can say I finished it and I can have an opinion. I mean, you can have an opinion on it playing it for an hour or whatever, but at the same time, it's just I feel like I'm missing something there, and I have qualms with Super Mario Odyssey, but I did
Yeah,
legitimately enjoy it the whole time, and I finished it, and I was like, oh, this is a great Mario game. Donkey Kong Bonanza, I don't know, man. It just feels really scattershot. Just the whole thing about finding all the bananas to get your you're leveling up and everything and learning new abilities, and there's like so many of them. Just kind of one of the issues I had with Mario Odyssey, and it just the progression just doesn't feel right. It just I don't know. It's I can tell it's a well-made game, but I don't know. We'll see what happens as I eventually finish it, even though I'm kind of forcing myself to play it. But
yeah,
beyond that, no, I don't think I really have been playing anything because I've been so busy. So that's
yeah.
pretty much it for me.
What's up, Andrew? Welcome to the podcast. We will be discussing some Final Fantasy Tactics later on. Actually, while we're at it, let's go ahead and start diving in and talk about what we're most anticipated for the rest of the year. And I think Final Fantasy Tactics is on all of our lists, right?
Yes,
Uh, it's
absolutely. Like a week
it's
from now or something, I
yeah,
think.
next week. Next week is
Next
Final
week.
Fantasy
I got
Tactics.
pre-ordered everywhere.
Yeah, so like I'm
I'm
excited to
quadruple dipping
jump
on that.
back in.
That reminds me, I need to pre-order freaking Final Fantasy VII Remake for the Switch too.
Are you gonna get
Gee.
the physical version so you can get the Magic the Gathering cards?
Yeah.
Yeah. So same here. Like just for the Magic the Gathering booster deck, because I do have Magic cards. They're somewhere behind me. Um, Yeah, it's right over there. So I have a bunch of Magic cards, and I was like, you know what? I need to get. Let me actually show you some of the cards there, because
Some of those
I think
cards are
these
really
were.
pretty. Like I'm not a Magic guy, but some of those cards are really nice looking.
Just the
Oh
art is
yeah,
cool. I mean, my
Right.
freaking mouse pad is the playmat.
What is it of?
yeah. He's got the
Oh, Cloud.
7. I
Cool.
have
Yeah,
the
that looks so
10.
nice. That looks so cool.
I found Fantasy 10. I don't feel like moving my camera, and I don't feel
Yeah,
like
it's
taking
10. You
picking
don't
it
need
up.
to move it. It's okay.
Yeah, but I have that.
Just kidding.
Let me show you some cool cards that I like. So you have cards like this,
Yeah,
Sephiroth's
that's sick.
Intervention.
That's
We
sick,
all
yeah.
know where that's from.
Yeah, that's right
um,
before he cuts the cake for Cloud's birthday party
yeah, yeah. Ultimisia.
from 8.
What else? Let me see. There's one good card. We all know this.
Yeah, that one's cool.
And then let me see what else. Let me show you one more. Ah, yes. Of course, this is the key player of my deck.
Sephiroth again. I
Yeah.
don't know how to play Magic.
I learned. I've been learning.
Oh, cool.
And it's pretty easy. I mean, if you're used to card games, we got Lock here from Final Fantasy VI. And let me see. There is one more. Oh yeah, this is my favorite card here. So it's a double-sided card, which is kind of cool. So it starts off as Cecil.
I can't tell what that is. Oh, it's Cecil? Okay.
Yeah, so his Dark Knight, and then basically the way the card works is he can basically evolve into his paladin
Oh,
form.
nice.
Yeah, so it's really cool how they did the game, and I've enjoyed it. I've been playing it, and I like the cards. Like the artworks are amazing. I really want to get like the Final Fantasy X stuff because as everybody knows here, I think everybody knows here, Final Fantasy X is my favorite Final Fantasy. And I do want some, Titus stuff. And just all the whole cast, like Waka, all of them. But eventually I'll get all of that. But yeah, going back to our original topic, Final Fantasy Tactics is one of those games that I am super excited for. And I haven't played Tactics since honestly the PSP version. That was the last time I played
Wow.
Tactics. Sorry, I dropped my phone. I haven't played Tactics since the PSP version, and I am happy to jump back in because I think Tactics' story broke me. That ending was just crazy, and I was just like, man, that
So
is.
that's the game you finished.
It is. I finished that. Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
Back in the days when I used to finish games. Yes. But that ending like broke me because it's such a depressing ending. It's kind of like, have you ever
Spoilers.
watched Gundam 08th MS Team?
I have not. I've only watched Wing.
No, okay. So 08th MS Team also has a really bad, like depressing ending. It's not as bad as Tactics, but it's still pretty depressing.
Well, keep in mind, I mean, depressing and bad aren't mutually exclusive. Like you can have a depressing ending and have it be good.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't mean bad ending as in like it sucked.
Like
I
bad,
mean
bad.
bad as in like I like sad, I guess, or bad for the characters, I guess I would say.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I don't mean it bad as in like it's like a horrible ending and stuff like that. I'm just saying bad ending as that, and it kind of like affected me. I was like, man, this ending is pretty bad.
Leaving you in your thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. So I haven't played it since then, but I'm very, very happy to go back to Tactics. For those of you who joined the podcast for the first time, like I'm a huge fan of tactical RPGs. So Fire Emblem is my favorite franchise right now. I really love Fire Emblem. I'm happy that Nintendo keeps giving us Fire Emblem because honestly speaking, they were outside of Disgaea, right? They really were the only tactical based RPG out there. Final Fantasy Tactics kind of ended with A2 and we never saw it again. So I am happy to have this again and know that mobile game. I forgot what the name of the mobile game. That does not count as a Final Fantasy Tactics game because it's a gacha game, and I don't count gacha games. Let's see. Final Fantasy X is amazing. Good shout. Now, of course, love it.
Of
Love
course, we
me
get a
Final
10
Fantasy
fan in
X.
here.
Yeah, 10 is it's just so good. It's perfect. It's perfect for sure.
I still haven't beaten it.
You still haven't beaten 10?
No, yeah.
Did you see what I did there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you laugh like
Okay.
Titus.
That is
Yeah.
the
Waka,
best.
I
or
didn't know if that was clear.
That
Okay.
is the
Very
best
good.
part of the game. That is like literally the
Okay,
peak
fair enough.
moment in the game.
Wow,
think-
really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think anybody will deny that.
Wow.
But yeah. What do you guys think about Final Fantasy Tactics? Are you excited to jump back into Ivalice with voice acting?
The real question is, who's going to play on classical and who's going to play on the modern? I'm going to play on the modern because I want to hear the voice acting, and I think I need a little bit of a softened difficulty curve or
Mhm.
whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's a game that I don't know much about, and like, I mean, I remember when I first started playing. It was the first tactical RPG I ever played when I was 13 or something like that. It kind of went over my head a little bit, and I've tried bumping into it a couple times over the last 10 years or something, and it's always just like, I don't want to play this on mobile. I don't want to play this on PSP where there's no trophies. I want to play this for real on Steam or Xbox or PlayStation or whatever, and do it for real with achievements or trophies or whatever. So I'm really going to give it a shot, and hopefully, and also too, it looks kind of ugly on everything too, because it's so like down resed or whatever. So yeah.
You said that on modern it only has voice acting. You're saying classical doesn't have voice acting?
I don't think so.
I thought it did. I thought it was just the difficulty. Like there's just a quality. I won't say quality of life, but there's like it's like easy mode.
I feel like Geek would know that. I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
Geek, do you know?
Where is he anyway? I thought he was coming here.
Yeah, are you gonna hop in, Geek? The room's open, so you can join at any time. He's here he's on chat right now. Yeah, because I thought on both you can get the voice acting. The only difference is just kind of like the game mechanics being a little bit easier in modern, which to me
I
it
thought like
wasn't that hard either way, in my opinion.
I thought they wanted to keep it classical to like they didn't want to have voice acting in classical like to keep that classical feel, I thought, or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, you been ready? Hop in the chat.
Yeah, hop in, man.
Yeah, just go ahead and on the podcast live and hop in. See, Andrew says, "What do you think of Switch 2 Direct and expensive DLCs and game key cards
see our last
for all
episode.
new games?" Yeah, we
You're
did
gonna have to
discuss
watch
that.
the last podcast.
The last podcast, we did talk about that quite a bit on there. In short, we had lots of thoughts on that. Switch 2 Direct. I think we were kind of divisive there. Actually, I was the only one that really enjoyed it. I think everybody else was kind of like meh. But I was the only one that enjoyed it because that's because of Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. That's
And Dragon Quest 7.
Oh, and Dragon Quest 7, of course. We can't forget Dragon Quest 7, aka the Chrono Trigger sequel that people wish they had and completely forgot about that. So, yeah. But yeah, like I'm excited for Tactics. I can't wait. The voice acting, I don't know. Because I have like this in my head. I did, I don't know if you guys were like this, but growing up, playing a lot of these like PS1 era games, you had like you created voices in your head. And now to kind of hear these voices, I'm like, oh man, I know I'm gonna be like, that's not the voice I had for Ramza, or that's not the voice I had for Delita or anything like that.
Hey,
What
Geek.
is up, Geek?
What's up, guys? What's up? Let me know if you can hear me.
Yeah, we hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Yes,
It's
it has
been a
been
minute.
a minute.
What I pose, Geek, isn't it the modern version of Tactics is the only place that's gonna have the voice acting and the classical doesn't?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I'm not 100%.
That sounds kind of right though to you.
That sounds kind of right.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to discuss this and find out for sure, because
Okay.
that's got me wondering. Because if that's the case, then I don't want to play on an easy mode just to get the voice acting. That was one thing. Like with Fire Emblem, they added in like the classic and then I don't think it was called modern. I forget what they called it, but like there's the two options there. You probably saw it when you started up Engage, but I always played classic because I just liked it. Okay, if your character dies, you basically have to. Well, technically in Engage you don't have to restart the game. You just rewind time, but you cannot beat a level with a character dead, or else they're gone forever. So you'll never have them through the rest of the game. And I really like that about Fire Emblem because it brings up that difficulty.
Permadeath.
Yeah,
Too
permadeath.
hardcore for me.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not as
aware.
bad as it seems. Not as bad. Ash says so. Geek joins when I don't.
We need a
Sorry,
fourth chair,
sir.
man.
I'm sorry,
what-
sir.
Hey, if Geek wants to join next week, he's more than welcome. I told him that he can join whenever he wants. Just say the word.
Yeah,
can
I
join
won't be
whenever.
here, unfortunately.
I'm down. I moved. Things have settled in. I'm ready. I'm ready for content.
Nice. We've got archives also airing at the same time. So
You still in the West Coast?
Still on the West Coast.
Okay.
Moved from Inglewood to LA. So basically it's
Okay.
5 miles. Still in LA. Still West Coast.
nice.
5 miles must still take like an hour to commute.
Yeah, my job. Yeah, one of my jobs is still by my old place, but it's not that bad. It's depending. You got to leave early, so I'm a
Mhm.
native, so I've just gotten
Used
used
to it.
to the 30-minute for 5 miles traffic. Honestly,
Oh man, Geek, you excited for Final Fantasy Tactics?
I am very excited. This has been a huge month for me. I was listening to you guys talk about the games. It's been a 6 game month for me, and I'm not a rich person. Um, it's been a lot of games, and Tactics is one that I'm really excited about. The problem is I don't know when I'm gonna play all these games.
Yeah.
I have no clue how I'm gonna squeeze these games, and I'm gonna probably do what I've been doing
Hmm.
is 3 hours here, 3 hours there, and I've been enjoying games a lot more that way, to be honest, lately.
Yeah.
It's like, you get to a certain part and then you go to another game, so it's kind of like fresh when I come back, even though I got to learn the controls again
Yeah.
for certain games.
Yeah. Sometimes it works. Like I've been on and off with Suikoden 1, and it's like when you go back, you're like, shoot, like where was I? Where do I have to go? And certain games will tell you, like NPCs will direct you where to go. In Suikoden 1, it's like once the NPC tells you where to go, they won't repeat it again. And then now you got to figure it out on your own. And I was like, man, you think they would add that quality of life feature? Be like, okay, let me remind you. Like that's something I really liked about Dragon Quest 11. That every time you reload your save data, there's a recap of everything that was going on and what your current objective is, which is pretty cool. Well, not of everything, but it would have your current objective, which is pretty neat. So like if you did stop, you can go back to it and see. Dragon Quest 3, surprisingly, the HD 2D remaster is the same thing. It does give you an objective on where you need to go, but sometimes the objective is very vague, and it's like, oh shoot, like what do I have to do? So like on 3 on my Steam Deck, I was playing and I was like, man, what was the last thing I did? I don't remember. And it's telling me to go somewhere. I was like, okay, but or no, it's telling me to get the pepper. I was like, where do I get the pepper? I don't remember this. And I could not figure it out. And it's so vague. I was like, okay, I have to get pepper, but where do I find it? And then you start talking to NPCs. They're like, oh, I don't have pepper. That's all they're saying. I was like, what do I have to do? Eventually I found out where I needed to go. And I was like,
Don't
okay.
game guide.
No, I just like looked around and
Mhm,
I was like, okay, I remember where I'm at
mhm.
now. And then I stopped again and started playing the Switch 2 version since there's the Switch 2 update. Or not Switch 2 version, but the Switch version. Now there's a Switch 2 update. But yeah, like stuff like that is good. So I'm gonna run down my favorite or the games I'm most excited for in 2025 for the rest of the year. While you guys give your thoughts later on, start thinking about what games you're most excited for. But of course, I mentioned Final Fantasy Tactics. Other game I'm excited for is Metroid Prime 4. We cannot not mention Metroid Prime 4 because it's something that I think a lot of us have been waiting for. Even though I do agree with the controversy that the trailers don't give it justice, and I hope because the trailers are lame. Like I'll say that they're not the best trailers outside of like the first trailer. I think the other trailers have been kind of like meh. And the Switch 2 version, I guess, trailer was pretty cool, but this last one was like I don't know. Like I don't care about the bike stuff. You didn't have to add that for me to like it. Like I'm okay without open world elements or big areas. I just want to have a Metroid experience, right? Give me a Metroidvania experience. I don't want a Breath of the Wild experience. I play Metroid for Metroidvanias. But other than that, I'm excited to jump into Metroid Prime. Another game that is already out that I just haven't picked up, I really need to get into, is Trails in the Sky first chapter. I am very excited to pick that up. I just haven't had a chance because, like we've mentioned earlier, it's been a busy 2 weeks for me personally in my personal life. So it's just I haven't been able to get around to even picking it up. And I knew if I picked it up, I would not been able to play it. But that is another game. And the last game, of course, for me is Mario Galaxy. I am excited to play Mario Galaxy 2 again. And yes, I will be picking it up. I don't agree with the $70. We talked about that last time. I think that's way too pricey. And $40 is also way too pricey as well for just a single game. Like that should be at least $20. Like or not at least the most $20 for that game. But I'm excited to play it. Like I'm gonna jump into it, play the game. It'll be nice to have it on a modern console. I'm one that says if it's available on a modern console, I will pick it up. And this is the case with that game. I do want to know if RGG Studios is going to come out with Yakuza Kiwami 3. It seems like they teased that already. So I'm curious to see if they're gonna come out with that, if that's gonna be like 2025 game or they're gonna push that to next year. I think it's gonna be a 2026 game, but we do have to wait. I believe they're having their RGG summit. I think it's like the 22nd, if I remember correctly. But I could be wrong on that. So those are the games I'm really most excited for
Question.
the rest of this year. What's up?
What's Kiwami 3? I know because Kiwami 1 and 2 are like Yakuza 1 and 2, right?
Correct.
So would 3 be Yakuza 3? Like
Correct.
they're redoing Yakuza 3? Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
so it'll be a remake of 3 in the like current engine, so it's gonna look a lot better. Oh, and I forgot. I don't know why I forgot to mention this. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD. Of course, like I do want to get that game. Like it's on our thumbnail. I don't know why I forgot that, but yeah, I do want to get Dragon Quest 1 and 2 because for whatever reason, I've been really wanting to play Dragon Quest 1 again. It's very simple. It's very basic. The original one is like a 7-hour game. I think they said now it'll take about 15 hours to do the story because they added a bunch more story elements to the game. So I'm very excited to see what's new. But not only that, they actually changed the battle system to Dragon Quest 2. They added a bunch of new elements in Dragon Quest 2. So I'm excited to see what's new. It basically seems like to be a more bigger and better remake than what 3 HD 2D was. So I'm excited to dive into that and see all the new stuff that they added there. But
And
yeah,
you want to play 7 too.
what? Oh, 7?
You want to play 7 too.
Yes, but that's gonna be for our what we're excited for in 2026 talk.
Oh, okay. I
later on.
missed that. I thought you were talking about just in general.
Yeah, that's just for 2025. So
Okay.
whoever has their thoughts put together, go ahead. The floor is yours.
I'm trying to think of what else is coming out this year besides what you said. I mean, Metroid Prime 4,
Mhm.
obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, that game is freaking 11 years in the making. Like, every Metroid fan of any stripe of, like, I don't care if you, like, sneezed and you saw a Samus poster one day, like, you need to buy that game because we need to vote with our wallets. So I'm looking forward to that. The motorcycle thing, I thought it was an Extreme G game, as I mentioned
Yeah.
before, from N64 last week. And I wasn't the only one that thought that, by the way. I was listening to another podcast where they said that. You know, I agree with you. Mario Galaxy, seeing that 1080p, that'll be really dope. That'll look really, really nice. And I already
4K.
pre-ordered that 4K. Oh, is it
Yeah,
4K docked?
Yeah, it's 4K docked.
Yeah, it's
they said.
4K docked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 1080p docked. So cool. All right, that's really awesome then. God, I'm trying to think of what else is coming out this year, like towards the end, besides what you said. Like, I agree with you. Everything you want this year, I want. Is there any other Switch
Ninja
stuff?
Gaiden, Ninja
Ghost of
Gaiden 4.
Ghost of
Oh, yeah,
Yote.
Ninja Gaiden. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Ninja Gaiden 4. Hell yeah, that's a big one. Ghost of Yote.
If you're a
yeah, for
Pokemon
sure.
fan, ZA.
ZA, yeah.
ZA is one that I did forget to mention. I'm very excited for ZA. Just because I like Legends Arceus, and if they somehow, in some way, shape, or form, kind of if somehow they can recreate that feeling, I'd be excited for this. I just don't like that it's in one city. I think that's kind of boring, but we'll see. And then
Maybe it's a giant city, you know?
yeah, well, it's definitely going to be more giant. Luminous City is supposed to be huge. It's basically like Midgard, kind of, but bigger. Honestly, yeah, it is designed after Midgard when you really look at it, because it's like the Luminous Tower, which is like the Eiffel Tower is in the middle, and then the rest of it's surrounding it. So yeah, pretty much that. I don't know what else.
Maybe Kirby Air Riders.
Oh yeah, I think that's an Ash game. Ash was excited about Kirby.
Yeah, I
Air
was gonna
Riders.
say Ash is here to
About that.
defend the honor of Kirby Air Riders.
Mhm.
I mean, I never played the original, so maybe this will get me into it.
Yeah. Is anybody gonna pick up Sonic Crossworlds?
Oh man, we got to talk about Sonic Crossworlds and these damn reviews that are coming out, man. Like,
When it's on a
It's-
steep discount.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's the review. Like, IGN gave it a 9, and then you have all these outlets that are giving it between like 9s and 8s, and then there's people saying, I think like some Japanese. I don't know if it was Famitsu or if it was another Japanese magazine or website saying that like the crown was handed to Crossworlds from Mario Kart. Like, this is the true kart game we're all waiting for.
I don't know.
And dude, I don't know, man.
Never.
Did you play Geek? Are you?
I
you're muted.
refuse.
Oh, there you go. You refuse.
Oh, I refuse because Sonic should not be in a car.
Yeah, he doesn't need a car.
I always felt that
Doesn't
way.
need a car.
Why is Sonic in a car? But his whole arrogance, that's when it changed from Sonic the Hedgehog to Dude Sonic. Hey, Tails. That's when it changed. Like Adventure, and I liked Adventure, but he became Goku then. Like he was already modeled after Goku, but he became full Goku. Old Sonic, Attitude Sonic, would be excited to race against the cars.
Maybe
Like
he
movie
I just
Sonic.
Let
thought
him run against the cars.
maybe he wants to join the fun with his friends, and he needs to be in a car that has a limited speed limit. So maybe he's just
it's
trying
his
to be with
handicap.
his bros. Yeah, it's his handicap. Yeah, exactly. Well,
Maybe.
anyway, so yeah, that game's getting really good reviews. But then there's like a review I read on Noisy Pixel that was a 6. I'm like, and I read the review. I'm like, see, this is more what I felt about that beta when I played it. Is
Yeah.
this just feels very shallow to me. It doesn't have the depth of Mario Kart. And so, like Fan said, maybe when it's on deep discount one day, I'll pick it up because there is a Mega Man pack coming to that, and anything Mega Man, I'm pretty much obligated to buy.
Yeah.
Like, it might as well just sign my check over to that. So maybe when it goes on deep discount, I'll get that Ultimate Edition and get the Mega Man pack because I have
Yeah.
to. But other than that, I'm passing on this.
I think
I want to know what I missed.
as much as I would love Mega Man, if they add like bass, I think that I would definitely buy it because I would definitely love to
Yeah.
play it as bass, and then like treble would probably be the car or something like that. Mega Man and then
But then
Rush
put
would
the
be the
Ninja
car.
Turtles in there. It's like what? SpongeBob, Ninja Turtles, Mega Man. It's
Yeah,
just so random.
but like I feel the same way. Like
Yeah, I mean, that's why it's
Crossworlds
called
is very
Crossworlds.
True that, fan. True that.
Crossworlds just looks, us playing it, like as much as I enjoyed playing with you guys, but this is a game that I would not play on my own. Like Mario Kart World, I played on my own. That's fine, right? 8 Deluxe too, I used to play on my own, but Crossworlds, I just feel like I would not play it because the cars don't seem that fun. The driving mechanics don't seem that great. I don't know. I just feel like people who are reviewing nines, they must like really hate Nintendo or something, and they're just trying to make a statement out of that. I don't see the nines. I don't see that as a 9. 6, maybe a 7 at best, but I don't see the 9 at all in Crossworlds. So yeah, but that's not a game I'm looking forward to this year. It would be a pass for me. What else do we have going?
This year, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of games coming up, but like
Yeah.
a ton of also that I'm not like.
Andrew
bleh
mentioned
about, you know,
Andrew mentioned
like Blackout
Octopath
7.
Traveler
Whoops,
0.
who cares?
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
say?
I guess that.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
Octopath Traveler.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
because they said that game is modeled like the story is based off the mobile one, but it's a completely different like gameplay
Yeah.
style, not like based on the mobile. So that'd be interesting to see how that turns out.
Yeah, that's a pass.
And
After playing
like
the
I
Elliot
don't hate
game.
the developer. Yeah, I'd rather play the
It
Elliot
looks
game
better
too.
than the other ones to me.
You
It
think
looks
so?
better than 1 and 2 to me. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, see, I like Triangle Strategy more than Octopath Traveler, 1 and 2. I
Yeah.
think that 2 just was 2 didn't do anything. Like 1, we know 1 what it did with the HD 2D, but 2 just you give extra moves at night, but the other characters can kind of still do the same thing. So it just felt like the story wasn't tight. Like you still were isolated. Your characters weren't still in a party watching the rest of the characters' story. Like they weren't involved. They were just
Yeah, not like
standing
Live
around,
Alive
or they weren't there at all.
or Live Alive.
No, not like
Yeah.
Live Alive.
Yeah.
That's exactly. Well, this one with the 8 people that you could play, I think that can spice it up a little bit more. And hopefully they have a better cohesive story, where it's an actual main story
Yeah.
where, and then all the other character stories fit into it. Just like we're all on the podcast together right now. Everybody has their own story, but we come together for the podcast.
Yeah.
It just felt like everybody on Octopath did their own thing. You meet them, and then you just like all of a sudden, it's like a freaking modern day tutorial. Everybody just stops and pauses, and then we have to listen to Agnia talk about her mom. And I like Agnia. We have to listen to her talk about her mom, and nobody's there. It just felt hollow to me.
Like they kind
Graphics
of just all
look good.
come
The
together and like, oh,
HD2D.
let's adventure together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, let's adventure together. But when it comes to the people, I'm just gonna stand over here because you know them. You're not even gonna introduce me.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stand here.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
Yeah, that's one thing why I like about Live Alive a little bit better. Not a little bit better, or Live Alive. It's pronounced Live Alive, and I keep saying Live Alive. But like I like it better because
Because
of that.
Nintendo for that.
And not only
Mhm.
that, the individual stories too, in my opinion, are better than Octopath Traveler. Like when you're playing as each individual one, it's pretty cool of how different they are. Of course, you've always played this in archives. Was it Future Japan? It literally reminds me of
Yeah,
an
the near
anime from
future.
the 90s. Yeah, the near future Japan.
Mhm.
It reminds me of a 90s anime where you're just some dude who has psychic powers and he's like in an orphanage, and then he just goes around and the story progresses, and it's so cool how that story plays out. The Grand Master in China, that guy's story is
Mhm.
really cool. I mean, all of their stories are cool. Even the
Mhm.
robot.
Oh, and ironically, those are the first two stories I started with too.
Those are
I
so that's
started with
funny.
the near future, and then I started with what is it, the Imperial Japan, I mean China,
Yeah,
and both of them are really good.
they are. I started mines with the
Both of them are
ninja,
really good.
the ninja guy.
Okay,
So I did
he's my
his
third. He was
first.
my
That
third.
was your third. Fan and Brian, have you guys played Live Alive at all?
I've not.
You,
I've
I
only played the demo just to
okay.
kind of
It's
see
worth
how it
it.
was,
It's good.
and I mean, it was interesting.
It's
The play style was different because it was kind of
Yeah.
like turn-based / tactics in a way, kind of.
Mhm.
yeah. Like each turn you have some movement space. But what it
Yeah.
is that every time you move, it's a turn. So as you're
Yeah.
moving, the enemies have a chance. It gets closer for them to move, and then eventually, if you move too far, the enemy can move. But I highly recommend it. It's
And
really, really good.
this is a 1994, 95 game, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah.
that means it
The
has a
Super Nintendo
story.
game, isn't it?
Yeah, Super
Yes.
Nintendo game. Yep.
Yeah.
We didn't get it in the
Famicom. It was
States.
a Famicom
Yeah,
game.
Famicom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Super
we didn't get it in
Famicom.
the
Yep.
States. It's got story and it's got characters, and they develop and they build on them. It's not just a whole bunch of graphics and special moves. Have at it. It's actually story and characters, and that's all I can say.
Yeah. 100% agree. I recommend you guys play it, especially you, Brian. I think you would really like it, Brian.
Yeah.
I think so. I think you would
I own
enjoy
it.
it.
I just haven't played it.
You haven't played it? We got it on PlayStation or Switch?
I own everything.
On everything? Oh, there you go.
Mhm.
I recommend. The music is really, really good. It's super solid. I love the music. It's Yoko Shimomura, right? So she was basically every song she created is amazing. Fun
What's
fact.
she done?
Kingdom Hearts is the main one she's known for. But Final Fantasy
Okay.
15 soundtrack. She did Final Fantasy 15 soundtrack as well.
Some
She did
bangers on there.
Street Fighter 2 soundtrack. So Ryu's theme, Ken's theme, all that was all done by her.
Cool.
Nice.
The majority of the remixes in Super Smash Brothers, not the majority, but a lot of the remixes in Super Smash Brothers were done by her as well. What else? I'm trying to think what's more recent that she did. Super Mario RPG. She did the music for that as well. And there's something else.
And on the
that-
remake?
She's got a
Yeah, she did the remake as well.
provenance for sure.
Front Mission. She did the music in Front Mission.
Okay.
She has her range is crazy. When you find out that she's part of a game, you're like, wait a minute, that's her? Because her Kingdom Hearts music sounds all the same. And Final Fantasy 15 sounds a lot the same too, but we all know that 15 how it started was Nomura's version of a more mature Kingdom Hearts. So she tried to recreate a Kingdom Hearts vibe, but for the music to be more mature. So that's why they sound very similar. But then when you start looking at her other games, you're like, oh wow, I didn't know she did that. Like Super Mario RPG, who would have thought she did Super Mario RPG? And then Super Mario RPG music is totally different from Street Fighter music, because you have a song like Ryu's theme that's iconic. You're like, wow, I would not have guessed that. But then once you hear the violins, you're like, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, I highly recommend Live Alive. What else do we have going on?
This year, I mean, there's a ton of stuff coming out
Mhm.
this year, but not a lot that I'm super interested
Yeah.
in.
Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment. Anybody gonna pick that up? No.
I didn't play the Age of Calamity, and I didn't play Hyrule Warrior, so
Yeah. I agree.
I'm not
I
a
might,
big wushu Dynasty
Yeah.
War style game. I played that a lot during the PS2 era, and I got tired of it.
Yeah. No, I agree. If it's not Dynasty Warriors Gundam, I didn't really care. And then Fire Emblem, I didn't mind, but it's Fire Emblem. And that's how they tricked me into playing that. But That would be really the only other ones that I really liked. I might pick this one up though because apparently Nintendo has said that this story is canon. So this is the canon story of what
Oh,
happened to Link when or I'm sorry, what happened to Zelda when she got sent to the past in Tears of the Kingdom.
oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's the reason why wasn't going to pick it up because I get tired of these anime
non-canon.
game filler games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like watching an anime movie and you're like, why am I spending 2 hours here when
Yeah.
it doesn't even matter?
Yeah, it's like Age of Calamity was not canon. And people thought it was canon, but Nintendo never said it was canon. And then when you play it, you realize, yeah, this is not canon at all. But they have said if you go and look up like the summary of Age of Imprisonment, it says the canon story of what happens in or the canon story of the imprisoning war, which is what that is called when they try to imprison Ganondorf. So, yep.
And that's just Nintendo's slick way again of making Zelda in a game, but not even being in a main title Zelda game with her name.
You don't think
Like,
Echoes
give
of
me
Wisdom is not a
15
main
minutes with
title?
Zelda. Give me 15 minutes, at least with Zelda, in a main franchise like Twilight Princesses, like Ocarina of Time, like Skyward Sword. Like, come on, y'all, don't, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like the main titled games.
Yeah.
When they're putting their budget on it. Give me, at least, I'm not asking for much. If she's the Triforce of Wisdom, let her do something wise in her own game. The game is named Zelda. At least let me solve puzzles in the castle. Something. Do I have to buy another game or and get a chibi version just to feel the presence of Zelda?
I mean,
It's about to
I
come out
consider
too,
Echoes of
just for
Wisdom
the
a
record.
main title. It's it's just a 2D version, right? So it's not a 3D Zelda, but it's a 2D Zelda, right? So like that took the place of what could have been Oracle of Ages remake or
Games.
something like that.
Oh, I'm gonna let you. I'll let you have that one. I'll let you have that one. I don't agree with it, but I'll let you. I'll let you believe that one. I'll let you have that one.
All right. Outside of those, like I don't think there's anything else to look forward to in 2025. Like I guess there's a James Bond game too. Isn't that 2025 or is that next year?
I don't
I don't
remember.
think that's this year.
Is it next year? Okay. So then yeah, I guess that's it. Nothing else. Nothing else this year.
I've actually got everything I wanted.
Yeah.
This was a heavy month. I got Damien X Machina 2. I forgot the real name for it, which I've only played like 2 hours of that.
Some Scions of something.
I was able to get, I think it is Scion War or something like that.
Yeah.
Was able to get Trials of the Sky. First chapter should be here on Sunday.
Nice.
I was lucky enough to get it on Amazon. And then I end up picking up one of these games that nobody's even talked about. It's not even a physical copy. But it's called Wonder of Stars. And what struck me is a lead black heroine and it's the whole thing is the premise is like an anime RPG, which I have been talking about for years that they need to make like an anime RPG. And they had it on sale for like $22 on Switch. So I end up getting it on Switch because
Wonder Inda
again, this is a
Stars?
heavy month. Wanderer Stars?
Oh, Wanderer
Wander
Stars.
Stars. Wander.
Wonder Stars.
Oh, wander like
It's like-
wandering around, like
No,
Yeah, but
Wander.
without the ING.
WANDER.
yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And it's as soon as you like go to the title screen, it's got like very heavy Dragon Ball Z anime, shonen type feel to it. And I heard about that a few months ago, and I downloaded it earlier today. I haven't got a chance to play it. I was hoping it had like an opening scene, like the Dragon Ball opening scene or something.
Yeah.
As a splash screen, it didn't. So I was like, let me cut it off, and then I went to go do something else. Final Fantasy Tactics. We all want Final Fantasy Tactics. I'm interested in the Japanese only parts that we didn't get out here, like the in between stories, like the graphic novels. So I'm really interested in see how that plays out. What else? What else has came out? Oh, I end up buying Ryza, the first one. One of my homegirls have been. That's like
Thiza.
her series. Yeah, that's his Thiza to me. That's what made it popular. But she kept on talking about it for years. And this is a quick story. What happened was, since I moved, I ordered on eBay. People are selling it for like $70, unopened. But I ordered on eBay for $40, a new listing. I hadn't changed my address, so it ended up going to my old address. Dropped it in the box. Well, guess what? Quentin didn't get it because the person that lives in the new house kept it. So thankfully, the guy was able to. He refunded me half of the money, so I end up just buying it on Amazon for like $10 more. So I haven't even started that either. Steam has been having sales. Nino Kune was $7. Pick that up for PC. And your favorite Final Fantasy, James, Final Fantasy 13.
I love it.
That dropped for it was $6. So maybe one year I'll finally beat it and get past the damn Comlands and maybe actually upgrade my weapons this time. But that was the game that made me never buy a strategy guide again because it was just pictures, and I spent $110 because it was Tetsuya Naruma's first, like his first Final Fantasy. Like he was the man, and a female Cloud sounds really great on paper, but then you remember in the old Final Fantasy VII, Cloud didn't talk that much. He was moody, and that's didn't bode over well for me for Lightning. So go back eventually. It was $6. So I've been playing a lot of retro stuff lately. Breath of Fire 4. And like I said, I've been sprinkling I went back to Skyward Sword. So I've been playing that as well. And I've been modding games. Well, playing the modded games. Final Fantasy 8 and 9, they have the voice acting mods. So they had a sale. Like I've been getting killed with these sales. $6, $5 for 8 and 9. So I got them on Steam.
Nice.
And then I'm going to play the mods because I hadn't played those games because Bryant was at it earlier. Sometimes I don't want to read it. I want to hear voice acting. This is 2025. So I'm going to go back and replay those and record those because they're voice acted. But other than Metroid, I have to agree with y'all. I don't really see anything else I really need. And I am that guy, though. I wanted the Breath of Wild Metroid. Why did I want the Breath of Wild Metroid? Because I felt that the first-person shooter that was a GameCube thing. You know, it kind of over in Wii, it kind of did its thing. But if we remember, that wasn't the genre of Metroid in the first place. And that's why Shigeru Miyamoto changed it. Like, before when the first ones came out, he was like, scratch it. Let's do a different type of thing. It just so happened Halo was out at the time, and Halo changed video games. And then we have that. This feels like everything is big business now. So let's go ahead and push what we know is going to sell. Me personally, a Mass Effect type Metroid game where you can just go to random planets and you actually have Sammy out here bounty hunting different things, and then you can have first person elements, and you can wrap up in the ball or ride a motorcycle. That's what I vision. But Nintendo does what Nintendo does, so I knew it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to pick it up.
I thought of one that I can't believe I forgot because it's coming out like in a week. Silent Hill F. Supposed to be amazing. So looking forward to that.
About that. Yeah. I was looking at Wonder Stars. That trailer that they have definitely invokes like 90s like Dragon Ball.
Yeah, like even the characters like hand going like this. Like
Yeah.
like it's Goku. Kid Goku.
Yeah, exactly. I was looking at that.
I'll let you guys
cool.
know. I'll let you guys know how it is.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about it is it just looks like you're moving from like it's like point to point. So there's not really like exploration. So I don't I'm curious to hear your thoughts on that because yeah, it's turn-based elements, but at least I don't see her like actually running around or anything. It's just like, oh, you're at this level. Oh, move across. Here's the next level. Oh, move across. This is the next level. I'm like, not sure how I feel about that. But yeah,
It's kind of
looks
like a
pretty cool.
strategy game on that part. That's what strategy games do. You don't
Well, no,
usually.
it reminds me more of like Dokkan Battle. Like, have you ever played the Dokkan Battle mobile game? Like,
Mm,
it's literally like that. And I'm like,
I haven't played it.
oh, you never played it? So like,
I don't. I don't usually play mobile games.
I'm trying to think of a good like what's a game that would be similar to that?
I need to though. I really need to. I want to start playing more mobile games, so then that way I can implement mobile games as mini games into my own game.
Like I'm thinking like Final Fantasy Tactics. You know how you can move around on the map? It reminds me of that, except that each area is not a tactical battle; it's a turn-based battle, like a normal, like turn-based battle. So,
Mhm.
yeah, let me know your thoughts on it. Art style is cool though.
Yeah.
I'm really digging the art style for sure. Like it's really good art style.
Well, I'm gonna definitely record it. It is like every game is going to be eventually part of the archives. So it might be next year, but you'll see the footage. It'll be there. I just gotta make room for it.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about 2026. Quite a lot of games coming out that we know of so far in 2026. And honestly, I'm very excited. I'm definitely going to pick up Final Fantasy VII Remake on Switch 2 and beat it all over again. I mentioned in the last podcast that I do want to play it. And the way I want to do it is go ahead, play Final Fantasy VII Remake, and then play Final Fantasy VII OG, get to that point. And then when Rebirth eventually comes to Switch 2, I'm gonna go ahead and play Rebirth to the ending point, and then I'm gonna go ahead and play an OG Final Fantasy there. And then of course when the third part, which you're saying Revelations is the end, Geek, Final Fantasy Part 3.
And be reunion.
Or
They already used
yeah, they used it for Crisis Core.
Yeah, Reunion would have been perfect too, but they used it like you said.
Yeah.
So Revelations it should be the truth. I mean, let's find out what all this stuff is about.
Do you think you think the trilogy is gonna end well? Like I feel like I don't know. I feel like the ending is gonna be something kind of boring, in my opinion. But I don't know.
I think it's going to
I
be
think
a
they'll land the plane.
multiverse. I think it's going to be multiverse, but I think they will land the plane, Brian. You're right. In one dimension, that's how I look at it, to kind of satisfy everybody.
Right.
I think they're going to have a happy ending, a bad ending, ending.
Well, there's some stuff they gotta
just your beating in.
they have to like explain, because in Intermission with Yuffie, right? They showcase what's his name from Dirge of Cerberus. And then we get Rebirth, and
Zach?
no, not Zach. No, Dirge of
No,
Cerberus
the,
was
no,
Vincent's
the main
game.
guy, the main bad
I'm
guy.
sorry.
Yeah, the main bad guy. I forgot his name, but like he's there.
That's one of the ones I didn't play.
You never played Intermission?
No, Dirge of
Dirge of
Cerberus.
Cerberus.
Dirge of Cerberus.
Dirge. I was like,
I
really?
want them to remake that. Seriously,
No,
they need to
Intermission.
freaking
I
remake
played
that.
that.
They could remake Dirge of Cerberus with better mechanics, like better third person mechanics, because the game wasn't that bad. Like I enjoyed it enough to beat it. So I think it was a pretty decent game. And if they like remade it with just modern like third person controls, I think it would be a really awesome game. But they introduced like a lot of Dirge of Cerberus's like content there, but then we didn't see any of that in Rebirth. So maybe in the third part we'll see it, because Vincent is also not in our party in Rebirth. So now that Vincent will be in our party in the final game, and a lot of those characters have to do with Vincent, maybe we'll probably get a lot more content with Vincent, which would be pretty cool. I'm down to play.
A lot of things they changed. It's I'm not going to say anything spoiler because I don't know if you guys beat it yet. But I would have liked to see, which I thought was a missed opportunity, the City of the Ancients. They just kind of fast forwarded.
Yeah, I agree.
The capital. And that was one of they did that with the remake too. The Starry Night with Tifa. They fast forwarded through some of the most iconic Final Fantasy moments.
You're not
I
wrong.
just was like, why would you do that? Like, did you not play the game or in '97? Did you not know or listen or go read blogs or something? And that was a missed opportunity. I don't know where they're gonna go with it because they've changed some of the core things at the end. So we'll see. But that always bothered me. I didn't really care about the little, what are they called? The ghosts that came in.
fates?
Yeah,
Aren't
like
they
fate
Fates,
or
yeah.
whatever.
That everybody hated that. I mean, I got that they wanted to spice it up and do something different. Okay, why not? But
I feel like in Rebirth
I
they play such a back seat. There's only that one time when Tifa's in the live stream that they appear, and then that's it. Like Rebirth
right.
feels so off, and of course there's a different director than Nomura who actually fully directed the first game. And this is my thing. It kind of goes like with movies, why I hate where movie franchises like Star Wars, the sequel trilogy. Why did you have, in the what's it called? The Last Jedi, you had a different director from the first movie. It's
No,
like
the first and third were the same. The second one was different.
correct. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the Last
Okay.
Jedi, which is the second one, right? You had a different director than the first one. And it's like,
Right.
okay, and then Ryan Johnson does his own thing. I'm like, okay, and this kind of felt the
Yeah, I
same
didn't like
way.
Last Jedi.
You had Nomura in remake that kind of did this, and then no offense to what's his name, Hamaguchi, I think is his name, who did Rebirth. Then he does that, and it's like, okay, wait a minute, like some elements that were in remake are just not seen at all in Rebirth. The whole fate, the whole different, like a lot of that stuff that was building up is just gone completely in Rebirth. What's up, Geek?
I have been playing Fantasian,
Hmm.
and I love that classic Sakagachi, like old school RPG fantasy feel from it. I really have been enjoying that game, and I'm like 10 to 14 hours in, and I wasn't expecting to keep on playing it, but I was like, well, it wasn't worth me buying an Apple TV for it, but because I almost did. But I really enjoyed it. So when you were saying that about classic stuff and switching directors, I do see what you meant about his vision, because most of his games are kind of the same. They always have love in it, and it's always something I do with memory.
Yeah.
But I actually really I've really been enjoying that game.
Hey, Stu, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Appreciate it. He says, Final Fantasy 7 is the GOAT. And he says he thinks he's going to, or they say rather, I think it's going to end the same. Jojo, welcome to the podcast. Yeah, like, I mean, honestly, like, Fantasia is good.
Rebirth.
What were you going to say, Brian?
I think that's why people... My bad, Brian.
No, you're good.
No, you're all good. Just two things. Well, I just want to talk about games in 6 and 5. So if we want to wrap up the Final Fantasy talk, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I think we're set to move on for some more 2026 games. Go ahead.
Okay. I thought of one again from 2025. It's like when somebody says something like bad to you and you think of like the perfect comeback like 2 hours later. It's like now I think of like the 2025 games I want to talk about, after we already left 2025.
Yeah.
But Mortal Kombat collection that I'm really looking forward to. That's going to be so sick. October 30th. As for 2026, we have Onimusha. That looks amazing.
Wait, the sword,
for that.
Yeah.
That 007 game looks kind of interesting. I'm a little reserved on it, but it looks kind of interesting. Got Pragmata coming out of Capcom. That looks really interesting as well. And Capcom has been knocking it out of the park as of late, so I'm sure it'll be nothing short of least good. Duskbloods for you Souls freaks out there. That's all for you. Tokon Fighting Souls, that's 2026. That's going to be a huge hit. And then obviously I'll finish with this Grand Theft Auto 6. That's going to be mega successful.
I'm surprised. I thought you were going to mention this, so I have to mention it. Resident Evil Requiem.
Oh yeah, that was on my list too. Yep, I forgot to say that. Yep.
Like, I cannot wait for some Requiem. I will be buying it on Switch too, because I know everybody here is going to be buying it like on PS5 or PC, but I will be buying it on Switch too, so I can really see how it runs, and I'm excited to play it. And if I don't like it, then I'll have to pick it up on PC afterwards. But I'm excited to...
You need to bring 4 to Switch too. That'd be so awesome if they brought 4, like the remake of 4 to Switch.
All
too.
the remakes.
It can handle it. Yeah.
I think it would be pretty awesome to have all those games. But yeah, there's a lot of great games. Of course, Fire Emblem, Fortune's Weave. Super excited about that. That's That's it. Fire Emblem Fortune's
That's enough
Week.
Fire Emblem
Like,
talk for this episode. No, I'm kidding.
I'm super excited about that. I feel like there's another game. Oh yeah, Dragon Quest
Excited about that
7.
game too. I'm excited about that too.
Yeah, Dragon Quest 7.
I'm excited about Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem's great. Geek, you prefer Three Houses over Engage, right?
Yes, I
Yeah.
remember I told you I flipped Engage and your feelings were hurt.
Yeah.
I think I sold it for $40 on eBay because it didn't have the core elements that I wanted. Remember, started with after Melee, I went and downloaded the ROM, played it in Japanese, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing with Marth because I was so flabbergasted that it had a character from Nintendo. I didn't know who it was. So I was like, who is this dude? And he has a sword. I tried to play. I did play, because, I still feel that Lynn should have been in instead of Roy. Nintendo has this thing with how they do with the ladies. But yes, to answer your question, I did like Three Houses more.
So
I played
you
a
must be
couple
excited for
hours with
Fortune's
Engage.
Weave.
Well, I'm very excited for Fortune's Weave. You want to know one of the reasons I'm excited for Fortune's Weave? It's also because did I see a brother on Fire Emblem? Is the internet going to go crazy? Because that man has helix hair. Did I see tan skin? Not the bronze tan skin. Like what's his name? Was it Clive? What was not a Clive? What
Claude.
was his name? Claude.
Yeah.
Not Claude, but like somebody that looks like from the diaspora, from the hair. So that I was like, oh, there. When I was watching it direct, I watched it. I was asleep, but then when I rewatched, I was like, oh, people are gonna be mad because his hair his hair ain't straight. But that's just my.
Oh man, no, it looks great. And I think that's also Zeno, like we were talking about last time. Zeno Robinson. It sounds like his voice for sure. If you know the voice actor Zeno Robinson, it is definitely him. He also has the comic book shop on YouTube that he's been doing that. I actually didn't know. I heard about that, but then you shared a link on your Discord about it, and I started watching it. It's really cool. It's really funny. It's kind of like, I guess you would say like The Office kind of.
That's the homegirl. Yeah.
But with like the comic book shop, and I've liked every episode so far.
It's out here in LA too, and that's the homegirl. That's the homegirl. So I've been knowing her for years. So I'm glad that she finally has done that. So I even promoted in the archives too. I like the show.
Yeah,
I'm glad. I'm
really
glad
good
to see it. I love to see it. Hope his comic book shop actually gets more revenue because comic book shops now are forced to do Pokemon cards, which I'm almost thinking about doing Pokemon cards, but that's a whole nother topic.
See, what else do we have? Like I mentioned, Dragon Quest 7. For those of you who want a real Chrono Trigger sequel. I mean, Chrono Cross is a sequel too,
Chrono Trigger.
But if you want something like very reminiscent of Chrono Trigger, Dragon Quest 7's it.
I'm gonna have to leave. I'm gonna have to leave if you say Chrono Cross is Chrono Trigger sequel.
It's a sequel. At the end, we see everything. Even though they wait till the last.
I like Chrono Cross a lot.
Well, I liked it too, but it's not the sequel to Chrono Trigger.
Okay, all right.
It's like another dimension. Completely different game. Yeah.
It's
until
not,
you get towards the end.
Just because you have Meryl, Chrono, and Luca make a cameo at the end of the game, doesn't mean that it's like the way they did some of the most popular characters.
Sharla's in it, right? So we know Sharla's in there. We know who Kid is. We know who Kid is.
Is she really in it, James?
Yeah.
Is she really in it?
Yeah, I don't want to spoil to anybody who hasn't beat Chrono Cross. A almost over 20-year-old game.
Well, you see, I didn't say it, but you know.
Yeah, you haven't beat Chrono Cross. Okay, yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but I mean, to be fair, like if you didn't,
it came out in 2000, so 25 years probably.
Okay, so 25 years. Okay, so yeah. Oh man, I don't know why my math was off.
It feels like if Chrono Cross feels like one of the endings you got from Chrono Trigger when you didn't do something right.
Yeah, I mean, according to the story, there's a good lore video. The guy does a really good like overview of like the Chrono Trigger story and then the Chrono Cross story and how they lead together. It's like 3 parts, He does a good job with that. Like I'll watch that video after you beat it though, because he does a good job of like tying it in and some of the stuff that you don't catch in the game, or you might not catch because there's some NPCs that kind of tell you the back lore of the story, which is one thing that was like criticized because there's a lot of back lore that you don't. If you don't do like certain paths in the game, you kind of miss out on all of it because of the different ways you can approach different like characters and different scenarios, different levels, and all that other stuff. So, let's see. Andrew says the Onimusha 2 remake was good looking. Looking forward to Way of the Sword. Engage has great combat, but the story is nowhere near as good as Three Houses. Yeah, which is I mentioned that earlier in the stream that Three Houses does have the better story, but like you said, I love Engage's combat. The maps are just way better than Three Houses. Yeah, they're just way better. What else? But yeah, going back to Dragon Quest 7, I love the time component
Right.
of the thing. I like how you kind of go back and forth between time periods, and my only fear is after we did the podcast, I was doing a lot more reading, and they said they streamlined the story. I'm like, what do you mean by streamline? Because the way the game is the main story is you're collecting tablets. And I know some people have complained that it feels like it's a giant side quest until halfway through the game. Not only that, there's a mechanic in the game that you don't get until like halfway through the game, which is job classes. You get job classes, right, from Final Fantasy. You get job classes halfway through the game, and then you can switch your what they call, I think they're called vocations. So you get that halfway through the game there, and a lot of people are like, okay, you get a whole new element, and then you start like doing a bunch of stuff. But anyways, I like that the side quest part of it. I like how it goes because you have the main story, you're finding these tablets, and these tablets take you to a different time period. And in each time period, you're on an island, and then you're following the story from that time period. And then you go back to the main island, you find another tablet, you go to another time period. And it's really, really good. Like each mini story is great. To me, it doesn't feel like a side quest because they're so well written. Uh, it's just amazing. Like one of them that sticks to me, again, a very like sad one, is you're in a volcano. And I don't think this is spoilers because it's like again, it's not really part of the main story. It's one of those side stories. Well, let me rephrase that. It is part of the main story, but it's not part of the main story, if that makes sense. It's not part of the overall main story. But you're in this island and there's a volcano, and they're basically worshiping the volcano god. And what they do is and Dragon Quest has this a lot. If you play Dragon Quest games, there's a lot of things of these people worshiping a god and they're sacrificing like the people. So in this case, worshiping a volcano god, and they would pick somebody like each day and they just throw them in the volcano. And then, the volcano kind of like erupts or to prevent it from erupting. Of course, you go through, you're trying to figure out what's going on. You're like, that's messed up. You shouldn't be doing that. You find out that the volcano god is actually a monster, so you have to fight it. But it's really messed up. And then after you beat the monster, the people get so depressed, like, oh, what did you do? And they all basically just like die and stuff like that. So it's kind of like,
Oh wow.
yeah, it's very, very, very deep. But
Yeah, that's a little bit. It's a
Yeah.
little bit morbid, right?
Yeah. But there's one that's also pretty cool. It's basically Terminator. It's literally the like Terminator story inside it. So there's a lot of cool things that they got going on in this game. So I highly recommend playing Dragon Quest 7 Reimagine. I just hope they keep all those little stories that lead up to the real story, I guess, of the main story in there, because it's really cool. It's a good game. Honestly, it's hated because it's very long, and I know they're trying to shorten the game, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm excited for that as well.
I want to say this real quick. But let me say this real quick, James. When I seen it, of course, I thought of you. I was like, I was hoping it was 5 because you've been telling me to play 5.
Yes, 5.
But when I seen it, not has to be the same art style. But this is what I was talking about Chrono Trigger.
Mhm.
As big as a game Chrono Trigger is or was, let's give it the Trials of Mana like look, or the Dragon Quest 11 look. We don't have to subject Chrono Trigger, and there's nothing wrong with HD2D.
Mhm.
It's just not every game has to be that. And Chrono Trigger kind of already looked HD2D. It kind of already been there, done it in 1995. So just to upgrade it and have it actually look more maybe like Kakarot. You guys remember the game Kakarot that dropped in 2020? Something like on those levels, like give the games the due credit that were big like games like that. Like that's why I feel that they did that with 7 because
Yeah.
I didn't play 7, but I remember 7. I had it. It just got stolen. But I remember 7 being one of the top tier of the Dragon Quest that everybody talked about.
Yeah.
7.
No, I agree with you. Like if they can redo like graphics like Kakarot, right? Because Kakarot kind of resembles Dragon Ball Z's like anime art style, like 1-to-1 or like fighters, right? You have that very 1-to-1 look. That'd be nice to have Toriyama's art in that style. That'd be amazing. I would prefer that more
Even a
so than Dragon Quest
Sandlands.
11.
Even it's like a Sandlands. Yeah.
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 Because
Even like a Sandlands. Something.
Yeah.
Sandlands would be cool.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess I could see Sand. I don't know. It's just I'm a little worried too about 7 a little bit just because Nomura. No, what's his name? The creator of Dragon Ball. I have a blank right now.
Akira Toriyama.
Akira Toriyama.
Yeah.
Like his art style is just so iconic that I mean 7 it looks good or whatever, and I mean the Trials games look good, and it's just Chrono Trigger. I don't know. It just has such a special piece of media that I worry about it getting away from what it originally was too much.
It's too perfect.
It is, and so I worry about it going like super 3D and like super futurist, not like Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth level, but somewhere in between. I don't know, Dragon Quest 7 and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth or something like that. So I agree with you that the sprites were beautiful in 95, like almost to the point where they might as well be HD 2D, but they're not. And I think because they were so good back then, I think putting that polish on of HD 2D on Chrono Trigger would just be such a definitive way to experience it. And I'm not saying that it's impossible to do a 3D version or like a Dragon Quest 11-esque version of it, but I don't think that HD 2D necessarily would be bad.
I don't think it would be bad. I just think that, like I was saying, for me, that's my favorite game of all time. So
Trigger is?
Chrono Trigger is, yes. So I remember renting it for 2 weeks and then set it home for summer and listening to Aaliyah on the tape deck playing it. I was like 13, 14 years old, and I had never seen anything like that. And like even with I know you guys seen that remake or the fan like HD 2D people were doing. It just felt, for me, it's like Final Fantasy 7 was a huge game too, and bigger than Chrono Trigger actually. And it's like such a huge game to kind of stay the same platform, the same way. I understand your trepidation. I understand why you'd be scared about it or why, because they could mess it up. But if they're going to remake it, I would rather them not do it. This is just me talking. I'd rather them not do it at all. And for them to kind of like stay stagnant and it just be the same thing that was. The only thing that's going to change is, like you said, it's going to be polished, and you're going to be able to like turn the world around. It's going to give it like a 3D feature. I just feel that not every game has to be HD 2D, and for a game of that magnitude with the Dream Team, like give it its due respect. It needs to be like watered. It needs to be taken care of. It was one of the greatest games of all time. It needs a proper. That's just my opinion of it. It needs a proper upgrade, or I like how they did this, a reimagining, because that's probably going to be their new thing they're doing now.
I mean, the thing with Chrono Trigger, which is why I feel like a lot of people, it's just hard for everybody to come into agreement with how they would want a Chrono Trigger like reimagining, remake, whatever you want to call it, is because the game is so perfect. It is
right.
It's really, if there is a 10 out of 10 game out there, it's got to be Chrono Trigger, right?
Yeah,
and there's probably plenty of them, but I think a lot of people would tell you, yes, Chrono Trigger is a 10 out of 10. Everything it does is just so fine-tuned that it's kind of hard, because you can find faults in a lot of games. I can't think of a fault in Chrono Trigger. It's hard for me to think of one. Like,
more importantly,
I only have one.
Oh, what is it?
He doesn't talk.
Chrono doesn't talk.
I just don't like silent protagonists. So
I think the thing that even makes it a 10 out of 10 like even more so now is it's so contemporary. You can pick that thing up
Yeah.
now, and it's still like the whole
Mhm.
time travel bit. Like it is so good. Like even now, I played. I'm like, I can't believe this was made 30 years ago. Like
Yeah.
that's ridiculous.
And there's no game that, in my opinion, again, the game that comes close to that feeling is Dragon Quest VII. But again, a lot of people don't know this. Yuji Horii is the one that penned the story of Chrono Trigger. So of course they feel very similar. But the other game I can think of that's like similar to that aspect, but again is not as good, is Final Fantasy 13 too, right? You have a lot of time traveling in there as well. You go to different time periods, and they definitely try to give you they give you that feel of how Chrono Trigger was, just not as like good, in my opinion. But I love 13 too. I do like that more than 13. Any other games of 2026 that we're excited for? Call of Duty? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, if it comes out in 2026, Fable.
Oh, I
If it
forgot
comes
about
out in
that.
2026.
I feel like, is there another game we're missing?
I mean, there was that Crimson Desert that they kept like showing
Oh yeah,
like the past couple years. But,
Yeah, I'll believe when
you
I
know.
see it.
Yeah. I mean, it might be one of those where it was like Black Myth Wukong, where like,
True,
it looks
true.
like I'm not sure if it's a real game, and then all of a sudden it's a real game.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a real game.
I'm still waiting for that to drop in price.
Yeah. And I'm hoping the Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake actually comes out.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I forgot about that. I did when I first saw it. I was like, "Oh, I want to pick this up," and then it's just been nowhere to be seen
Vaporware.
for the longest time. Yeah, I didn't realize my vertical podcasting was all messed up. I had to fix it.
No.
Yeah, I just fixed it now. The whole time it's been messed up. Whoopsie.
We're almost
Sorry
done.
about that. Yeah. So I guess that's really it that we know of. I mean, Resident Evil is probably the top pick for me. Surprisingly, like I'm really excited for Dragon Quest VII as well. But I think Resident Evil is definitely the top pick. Probably because it's more soon. Wait, no, when's Dragon Quest? I think it's around the same time actually. Let me see.
Did they announce a month? Oh yeah, isn't it like February or March?
It's also February. Yeah, they're both
Yeah.
February. Dragon Quest VII is. I love the art style. I'm not sure if you heard, but they basically did the Fantasia thing, real dolls, and they scanned it in, and then they created the whole background as dioramas that they hand created. So they did what they did in Fantasia.
Wow.
I'm sure, like,
Wow.
maybe that was the deal. Like, Square Enix bought or wanted to use Sakaguchi's tech that he used for Fantasia. They're like, hey, we'll publish you the game on consoles, but you need to let us use your tech for Dragon Quest VII. I'm probably overreaching. Oh, February 5th. So beginning of February. Oh man. Man, I love
Yeast game is coming out, but I don't play that series. I need to get into the series.
Yeah, same here. I'm gonna have to read this blog post. They have a blog post on Square Enix website of showing the differences. Man, it looks great.
And I'm gonna actually pass on Pokemon. I'm gonna, like we were talking about earlier, or you guys were talking about earlier before I came in. I'm gonna vote with my dollar until Pokemon has voice acting, which it may never have. I'm not picking up another Pokemon.
Fair.
It's
That's fair.
When Animal Crossing can go, blah, 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 give me that. I mean, it's ridiculous.
We're gonna get.
I just want to hear voice acting.
I feel like we're gonna get
Yeah,
to the
I think it'd
point.
be tough for them to do, especially for the Pokemon.
So here's
I
what's
would
gonna
just
happen.
let the humans talk then, and just make them make noises.
We're gonna get to
don't
the
even have to
point.
be just on the cutscenes.
I guarantee you we're gonna get to a point to a game where they're gonna have you like repeat some dialogue, and then the main character is gonna have your voice. So like you
AI or something.
Exactly, it's gonna be AI. So you talk into it, and after that, like your main character will talk, but it's your voice
Yeah, maybe.
talking. That'd be pretty interesting.
That's better than a silent protagonist because the silent protagonist, people always say, well, the reason why the devs make silent protagonists is because they want you to experience and think what you're. I don't think like that, silent protagonist. I would take more chances. I would do the whole story differently if I could talk or say something. Just give me an option.
We know why Link doesn't talk in both Echoes of Wisdom and in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Remember in the story it says it. Why? Because his oath. Oh, you remember?
A vow of silence.
Oh.
Yeah, he took a vow of silence.
He took a vow of silence, and that's why he doesn't talk.
That's That's bogus.
Yeah,
That's legit. That's
it's
so legit.
He says to
Yeah.
become Zelda's what
Like
is
her
he
knight.
called?
Yeah.
Like her knight, yeah.
Her
Knight of
guardian
Hyrule.
knight, yeah. He
Yeah,
took a
that
vow
was
of
that was the vow of silence.
All right.
Yep.
And
Zelda says it in
that
her
sounds
diary.
like I don't
Zelda
I
says
don't
it in
I know,
her
want him to
diary.
I know it's a
talk.
cop out, but Nintendo did explain it.
Yeah, come on.
It's just
then-
like how they've
No.
secretly been writing the Hyrule Historia for 30 years, like
Yeah.
all that timeline stuff.
Right.
That's been
Yeah.
planned right from the beginning.
And then Echoes of Wisdom is
Right.
because he fought those purple things and escaped.
That's one of that's Mario and Peach is just friends after 40 freaking years. I'm waiting for Link to just be simp mode too, because he's just the same and just in different timelines. This Link got a kiss from Zelda, other than what, Skyward Sword?
I think Skyward Sword they alluded to that, yeah. Well, at least we know that
alluding for 40 years?
I think Skyward Sword was the only one that they actually said that they actually had a relationship. In Tears of the
Yeah.
Kingdom, Zelda seems to
Nintendo's out
like
here
Link, but Link
destroying a
was just
generate-
like, he was just silent.
can't-
a generation of simps.
Or oblivious to it.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right, any last games of 2026 anybody's excited for before we hand it over to Bryant to play our little mini game that we have here?
No, I'm good.
I'm
Persona 4?
GTA 6.
Oh, that sounds
Persona
like it's
4,
coming out
yeah,
in
yeah,
26.
You don't think it's coming out next year?
No, I bet it'll be
No.
27.
Hmm.
They didn't show enough for me to think it's 27. I mean, maybe, but like
what if
they
it's Tokyo
showed
Game
nothing.
Show? They show some.
Yeah, but it was like literally like what 2 seconds of him running through Inaba. Like I
Yeah.
don't know, man. If it was like a Persona 3 level trailer with showing monsters and the dungeons and like the remodeled characters, I'd say yeah, 2026. But they literally showed what looks like a concept demo
Yeah.
of like what they want it to look like. So
Well,
I'm a
remember,
little,
Xbox has
bearish on
their
that.
Tokyo Game Show showcase. They might
Okay,
show
we'll
it
see.
at Tokyo Game Show. We'll wait
All
and
right, we'll
see.
see. I'll be very
Yeah.
excited if that's the case.
All right, Bryant, let's
I
hand it
haven't played
over.
that one.
You haven't played 4? Play it. It's my favorite of the
That's
3.
Well, I'm not gonna play it now. I have it
Yeah.
on Steam for the last couple of years, but why
Well, I
should I
would
play
say
it now?
no. Yeah, wait for the remake for sure. Yeah. All right, Brian, let's hand it over to you. What game do you have prepared for us?
Oh, I have to leave the channel to reopen it to give permission to view my desktop. So I'll be right back 1 second.
Okay, sounds good. Cool. In the meantime, while we wait for Bryant to come back, don't forget to check out Archives. The Geek Show has the Archives, which is basically Toonami but for video games, where he kind of showcases, like, he has a bunch of games he goes through. They're episodic, so he does like, what is it, like 30 minutes each game. So 30 minutes each game. Good list of games. He has like Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy Friday was today, so you had all Final Fantasy today, correct?
Main Quest Monday, Tactical Tuesday, Waifu Wednesday, Turn-Based Thursday, Fantasy Friday. Also, Expedition 33 should be coming next month. Xenogears.
Nice. Ooh, Xenogears. Nice.
Yeah.
Excited for that.
One
I'll
of the
definitely
GOAT
check him out
games.
at The Geek Show on YouTube. Has a bunch of other cool stuff, such as Who's That Black Person, Geek News, and so forth. So a lot of great things he has going on.
All right, you guys ready?
Appreciate it.
We are ready.
Okay, so we're gonna do a game that we played a long time ago that I thought was really fun, that I thought I'd revisit, where I show a really like zoomed in picture of a game, and you guys got to guess what the game is. I need to have a little bit of a window so I can see who raises their hand first.
Real quick, for vertical stream, I apologize for this scene. I don't think I have a way to actually showcase this scene. So I apologize. You can kind of see it, kind of not. But yeah.
Okay. So what?
Yeah, go ahead. No, I was gonna say, if you want to
Okay.
see it in its full glory, go to the horizontal stream so you can see it perfectly.
All right. So the same rules as when I do the OST quiz in this
Yeah.
is that if you raise your hand and you get it wrong, you're out the next round. So we'll go from here. I'll try to keep track of who has the most points
Real
at
quick,
the end.
Brian, what I recommend is for the chat for the video, do the little, so in the bottom right, there should be like a little thing that shows you can move the window out. Yeah, pop out. I would
Pop
do
out?
that and then minimize Discord itself.
Okay, good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go. That's better. Okay, so here's game number 1.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I need
Yeah,
to see. Okay, James,
that was me. Is that Twilight Princess?
it is not.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, I thought it was Twilight Princess too, but I'm like, I don't think so.
Okay, Geek.
Shadow of Colossus.
No.
Hmm.
You're close though with the name.
Okay.
So Shadow of something?
Don't know.
Do you want to take a guess, fan? You won't. I
Is it
mean, you could be the only
Shadow
one in the next
Mordor?
round. Okay. All right. Nope, it's not Shadow Mordor.
Okay.
Okay, here's the reveal.
Oh, Sekiro. Shadows Die
Sekiro.
Twice. Interesting.
Okay.
All right, number 2.
Oh my goodness. um. Hmm.
Definitely a modern game.
Yeah. Wow, what is that? I think this one's really hard.
Geek.
Black Myth.
Nope.
Wukong?
Hmm.
Once you see what it is, you're gonna kick yourself because it's like kind of like obvious in a way.
Obvious in a way.
Oh,
Is it Elden Ring?
Nope.
Okay.
I know now.
James.
Man, I'm between 2 games. I'm gonna say
Same boat.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
No. Geek. You already guessed. You don't get any points. But what is it?
It's going to be Expedition 33.
Correct. It is Expedition.
Oh, it's the freaking flag. That's what that thing was.
I knew that part with the rocks, and I was like, rocks in the POV. I was like, all right, I
Yeah.
knew. All right.
Oh man.
Fun. I like this. This is fun. Okay. Game number 3.
Ooh,
Okay,
Infinite Service
Geek.
Revolver. 6 out of 10.
never. Oh, okay. I'll just do it anyway. That because I didn't even see that. Thank you, fan. You said I'll throw something out there. Devil May Cry 5.
Nope.
No, it's definitely not Devil May Cry UI.
No, the first one I was gonna say I didn't see the numbers until fan said it, and I was like, I thought it was something else.
I don't know what that could be.
I had to take a guess.
I mean, it's
Give up.
probably a first-person shooter game of some sort, but I have no idea.
All right.
Yeah. I was thinking
Reveal.
that one game. Hold on. Is it that one game? It was supposed to be like a BioShock like spiritual successor, but it's not. I forgot what the name of it is. I assume that's a
BioShock
no because
spiritual
you're thinking of it too. Then
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of BioShock spiritual successor.
it's like that. It has
No,
like
it's not.
the two robot.
Oh, Atomic Heart.
Yeah.
Okay, no, it's not that.
No, it's not. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Okay. Let's see if you get it even with the picture. I don't even know if you guys noticed with the picture.
Oh, order something.
Yeah.
The order.
Yeah, the
Night-
order
The
1886.
Order?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never played that.
I never played it either.
I'm neither. Me either.
It's like it's interesting. All right, next one.
Right?
I think all of these are hard.
See, this is tough compared to the actual like game. Like, what's that game you
Yeah.
played? Where because you get to see different pictures,
Layers, yeah.
you know, like they have like 5 or 6 different chances. Where this one is just one screenshot, which I
One
have
shot.
no idea.
Geek.
I'll
I'll
I'm
give you a
going
hint.
to
There's a character on the
say.
bottom left corner.
Oh yeah, I see it.
I'm gonna go with the Witcher 3.
This is the game.
Hold on.
I was gonna say,
Did he
I was
get
gonna say
it?
it's a-
Did he get it right? Because I want to guess too.
Oh, you want to guess? Go ahead.
Yeah. Is it Assassin's Creed?
Nope.
Is it Tomb Raider?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Uncharted.
Freaking Nathan Drake. I was
wow.
close. I was close.
Yeah, you were close.
Uncharted 3. I'm afraid. I would have
I
given
was
you points for
close.
Uncharted. All right. Come on,
It's a
guys, we got
2-minute. It was
this.
pretty
All
much.
right, this somebody's gonna get this one.
Oh, that's the
Oh.
Hi-Fi Rush, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fan got it. Yep, Hi-Fi Rush.
You got it.
All right.
Oh, freaking!
Oh,
What the heck?
it's Sonic the
James?
Hedgehog. I just don't know which one. I think isn't that 3?
Correct. That
Yeah.
is indeed
Oh
correct.
wow, nice.
I'll show you the full thing.
Yeah.
Okay, it was him as the
Yep.
ball. All right.
Yeah.
And like the fire background and everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, halfway done, guys. Here we go. Number 7.
Oh,
Mario
James?
3? No. Yeah.
no, Mario Brothers 2.
Correct. James is right. Mario Brothers 2.
Oh wow.
Yep, it's the little door. Like when you go into the door and then like everything's a shadow. Yeah.
No. Okay.
I actually like Mario too.
Yeah, it's
I like
different.
the 2.
Oh, Doki Doki.
Mm.
Oh,
God, you guys are okay. I'll say it at the same time.
Yeah,
It's Okami.
Okami.
Tommy.
Yeah. Okay. I give you guys all points for that. All right.
Yee. Ali on the board.
Hmm.
Fan.
Oh,
Snake Eater?
no,
Wait,
I know what
what'd
it
you say,
is.
Fan? Snake Eater? No, it's not Snake Eater.
Okay.
James,
Legend of Dragoon.
is it Legend of Dragoon?
It is the dialogue box at the top. It's got to be. Yeah,
Oh,
see?
okay.
Oh wow, nice.
I thought it might have been like a zoom in, like really close up of like Snake Eater, like one of the
Yeah,
Snake
like the
Eater
trees.
Yeah.
background scenes. Yeah.
No, I picked up that dialogue box. I saw that. It's like there's only one dialogue box that's like that.
All right.
Oh,
We all know
James?
what this is.
Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
That is correct.
That's what the medieval.
8 and then 11.
Guardia Castle.
Geek.
The Last of Us
More specific.
2.
Correct.
The Last of Us
that's
2.
smart.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll show you that.
It was the shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, here's the last one.
Yeah. Finish that game.
Geek.
Oh.
Mario Sunshine.
Correct. Mario
I-
Sunshine.
I figured out at the
Okay.
end where I saw the flood. I was like, oh.
Yeah, Flood. Yeah, I thought it was Banjo Kazooie at first, but then I seen Flood.
Yeah.
So that's the game. I wasn't keeping track of the score, but that was good. That was good.
I think I got it.
I actually was. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Oh,
was.
you were? Who won?
Oh, nice.
James
won.
won. James just it was I had 3, Fan had 2, James had 5.
See, that was pretty close. You guys
Yeah.
were within earshot of each other, so that's good.
Yeah, it's that second row I was able to get like almost.
Yeah. The
all of
first, like the first 4 or 5 were like pretty hard.
Yeah.
It's funny because like the more modern you go, the harder it was. The more retro you went, the easier it was.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if it's because all of us remember these retro games, but like I guess back
A lot of
then
the
they're
modern
more
games kind of look
unique.
the same.
Yeah, modern games do
They
look
do.
alike.
They really
is-
do.
Because like any of those games, you could have said like Final Fantasy VII Remake. We're saying all these different games, Horizon, Witcher, and all that, but it was
I
something
was
different.
thinking Dragon Age, Skyrim. I was like, no, Witcher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cool game though. Cool, was fun.
I have more ideas percolating. I'll bring them forward when I got them ready.
Yeah, especially through this drought. I think next week we might be pretty solid with news. We'll double check. We'll have our reactions on any of the Tokyo Game Show stuff that comes out. Hopefully there's some good stuff. If not, we'll just do a brief overview, see how it's going there. Of course, we'll talk more about what we've been playing, and yeah, we'll go from there. And we'll also probably hear from Ash when he comes back, see what he's looking forward to. I'm sure Kirby Air Riders is definitely one of them.
Yes. I bet he's so mad that he wasn't here to represent that game. Like we
I
kind of just
know.
brush past it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
No big deal. It gets a second direct, but it gets no second direct from us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's true. That is true. Well, anyways, appreciate everybody for joining as always. Don't forget that like and subscribe button. Follow over on Twitch. Also, subscribe to The Geek Show in his channel. Definitely check him out over there as well. If you are a listener on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, give a follow. We do these weekly, or at least try to. Usually if there's a holiday that week, we probably don't do it. But for the most part, we try to do it weekly when there's nothing really to talk about. We try to do little games like this to kind of still give you a decent episode and so forth. Depending on how it's going, because the closer we get to that holiday season, like the less news we'll get. We'll have more exclusive episodes. One of them that we are playing, and we've been holding off for quite a while, is going to be a Final Fantasy centric episode where all we do is talk about Final Fantasy the whole time. So definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, thanks for watching. Brian, where can I catch you at?
I'm at red_so_deep on Twitter.
What about you, Fan?
You can catch me at Phaneckswhy, at Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, all the socials.
What about you, Geek?
You can catch me on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all the above, Instagram, under The Geek Show. And it's spelled GEAK for games, entertainment, anime, comedy.
Nice.
I
And
didn't
as
know
always,
that was an acronym. I love it.
Yeah.
Got
Got
good
it from
stuff.
For Real. Reels was nerd, and I was like, I want something like that, but for geeks.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
And as always, you can catch me right here at the Random Encounter. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys next time.